So Trump's sycophant Lindsey Graham went on Fox News again last night to try and defend how the party is basically purging Liz Cheney and anyone critical of Donald Trump. And it's absolutely pathetic.
Just say to my Republican colleagues, can we move forward without President Trump? The answer is no. I've always liked Liz Cheney, but she's made a determination that the Republican Party can't grow with President Trump. I've determined we can't grow without him. All of these people like Herschel Walker and all the people you just named are attracted to the Trump Republican Party, economic populism, America First agenda. If you don't get that as a Republican, you're making the biggest mistake in the history of the Republican Party. The reason our party...
So that was basically him saying, look, personally, I like Liz Cheney. I think she's okay, but she's wrong that the party has to move away from Trump. Lindsey Graham says the only choice we have is to move with Trump. We need to embrace, quote unquote, economic populism, America First policies. And I'm going to be real. I think the Republican Party is in real trouble regardless of the direction they take. If they go with the Trump far right or if they go with traditional neoconservatism, I think demographics are really putting them in trouble. But I have to be clear here. What Lindsey Graham is saying is we have a very conservative woman in Liz Cheney who believes that elections matter, and we have another conservative person, Donald Trump, who believes that elections only matter if Republicans win, and the Republican Party has to choose the latter. So we have an option between two conservative visions. We're not talking moderate versus conservative here, but we have to choose the one that would launch a coup if and when we lose next time. And so Lindsey Graham is saying we have to choose anti-democratic conservatism. It's not a matter of finding a way to make conservatism palatable to the people. It's picking somebody who will, if necessary, and it would be necessary because Trump, I think, would lose again, to destroy democracy. And to have all these Republicans at the local and state and national level go with him this time. And I think that any Republican that's against that even a little bit is being purged right now if it's possible to purge them. And it's very clear the direction they're going. And I want to make one thing specifically clear in this because Lindsey Graham isn't making any sense. There is no economic populism from Donald Trump. That's the thing. He's trying to make the case that Trump sort of creates a new version, a more working class friendly version of conservatism to sort of make it distinct from the Romney, the Cheney, the Bush Sr., the more purely country club, neoliberal, conservative ideology that dominated the Republican Party from Reagan until recently. But the fact of the matter is Donald Trump has done none of this populism. Where's the populism? Where's the actual fight for working people? Trump's crowning achievement, if you want to call it that, was a $1 trillion tax cut, the vast majority of which went to the richest people. That's not economic populism. That's just good old-fashioned Republicans making rich people richer. That's what Bush did. That's what Reagan did. That's traditional Republican values. That's nothing new. If you wanted to create a new conservative party that sort of melded conservatism with working class issues, you would see the Republicans stand for unions. You would see them stand for higher minimum wages. You would see them stand for better working class regulations to make jobs safer for blue collar workers, be they in factories or in restaurants or what have you. And you see none of that. You see traditional Republican hatred for the working class, especially the non-white working class. And you see this adoration of the rich, saying we want to give them all the tax breaks and all the deregulation. Trumpism does not offer a distinct alternative to the traditional Republicans like Cheney, except for the fact that he would launch a coup if he loses. That's the only difference. So when Lindsey Graham says we need Trumpism, what he's saying is the Republican Party cannot win democratically.